Good morning, guys. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Today what we're going to be doing is working on finishing up some dragons and then also starting up some new projects. So the two dragons that I've been kind of working on and off on my vlogs, I'm going to finally get those done. I'm going to start on a polar bear for another video, and then I'm also probably going to get things ready to start some mystery art doll challenges and stuff like that. So I'm going to be starting on this one for now. So I got a little bit more progress done from last time you've seen him. The legs are all sewn, and what we're going to be doing mainly is adding some fur fabric around the base of his neck. That way you can kind of not see all the seams going around it, just kind of cleaning things up. And then I may do some painting on the sequins. I haven't quite decided yet. And then the green dragon that I know a lot of you guys have been really looking forward to seeing done, I need to finish sewing and stuffing up his legs, and then doing the same thing that we're going to do with this one, adding some fur around the base of his head. I don't think we'll do any painting, but I may add some like felt scales here and there around his feet. So yeah, I'm going to start on the galaxy one and then we'll work on him. Okay, so I have the fabric already cut out and I'm just going to start gluing it into place. I have a few other things I want to add to him, but I will get to that when we get the fur done. So right now I've been kind of working on a bunch of different types of new videos. I know a lot of you guys have been missing the challenges, so I'm going to start filming for those. And then I am going to be doing a Q&A pretty soon, so I should have something posted on the community tab, so if you guys want to submit questions and things like that, you want to have me answer and stuff, I'm going to work on something for that. I'm not sure what I'll be doing in the video other than answering the questions, but we'll figure out some kind of fun project I can kind of work on in the background while answering the questions. So yeah, if you guys want to submit any questions for the Q&A, I have something set up on my community tab. It should be the very first thing up there, unless they posted anything else, but it shouldn't be very far down at all. So just go on there, post your questions. I figured it'd be easier to organize it that way than to put it on a video. I mean, if I see any other interesting questions, I'll probably throw them in there, but I mainly kind of just want to keep everything over on the community tab right now. Oh, I found these. I think I might use these for this. They're basically Instamorph. They're painted and then glittered and resined over. And they were for a project like over a year ago. I just never used all the extra ones. So I think I'm going to use it for this one. I think I want to do the little ones kind of on the shoulder blade. Now let's see if the fabric glue will actually hold it in place long enough for it to dry. Because I might have to use some of the hot glue. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to hold it for a few seconds, because I don't really want to mess with hot glue with this the way it's laid out, unless I have to. But yeah, I think I want a few on the shoulder blades, and then I might have like the larger ones going down the tail. If I can figure out a way to add it in the mane, I'll do that as well. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to put the bigger ones on his hips. I figured that would probably be more secure than the tail, because you're going to want to bend that around and stuff, and even though it'll look cool, they might pop off. Something like that. I think I'll have the larger ones here, and then I'll make them go smaller as we go down the leg. I just wish I didn't have to hold it. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I did the shoulders like that, and then I decided to do the back hips like this. They're still kind of wet and loose, so I'm going to let this dry, and I'm going to start working on the emerald dragon. So I know you guys have been wanting, obviously, more dragons. You guys have been really enjoying the current dragons that I've been doing. But is there any like specific themes that maybe I just am avoiding that you guys would like to see? I really can't think of what I haven't done theme-wise, element-wise. I mean, we could do different types of precious metals, different elements like fire and ice. But yeah, I really can't think of a fun element that I haven't done that could be interesting for a dragon. I mean, I could do other elements over again, but I really can't think of something like extremely different that I haven't done. But yeah, if you guys have any other ideas for themes or different things that I could do, I've been really wanting to dive into more dragons and fantasy creatures, but I also have been wanting to do more dinosaurs as well lately. So if you guys have any suggestions on new creatures to make, just let me know. because sometimes I get just so busy and caught up in what I'm currently working on, it's really hard to come up with new ideas once I'm done with the projects I'm on. I need to get some stuffing. Okay. I mean, it is nice that there's just so many things that I can make that, like, if I run out of ideas, I'm just like, hey, remind me that these exist, and I can start working on something. Because I don't think I could make enough dolls to make absolutely everything. But yeah, I know a lot of you guys were saying that you really liked this dragon that I'm currently working on, so maybe I can do something similar. I need to find different fabrics to use. I love using different fabrics. It's just kind of costly because I have tons of fabrics that I can currently use, but I've already used them for pieces, so they're kind of boring. So I gotta just find what I want to use, and hopefully it won't be too expensive. I also need to put in some time to set up a holiday sale in my shop, because right now there's a lot in there, and there's a decent amount of it on sale. Like, there's a lot that hasn't moved much, but I definitely need to mark things down again, so I might do that pretty soon. Normally I'll like put a thing in the community tab if I have a sale going on or something like that. So keep an eye out for things like that. If you guys are like watching something or wanting something to go on sale, I should be doing that pretty soon. I've been kind of wanting to take a picture of all the dolls that I currently have in storage for my shop. Like, everything that's up for sale, I kind of want to take a big picture of just everything I have and just show it off for the sale. So that'll be a little time consuming, but it could look kind of cool. Because I got so many things right now. I'm running out of space. Okay, so these guys are all done. I got the purple one drying. I used a little bit of 3D paint around the spikes, and then the emerald one is basically all done as well. I just need to take some photos of them, and at this time I should have them in my Etsy shop, so if you guys want to grab them real quick, if anyone wants to buy them, they will be in there along with a bunch of other creatures that I currently have up. So check the links in the description if you guys want to grab one of these real quick. Just remember, I just have one of each. Oh, and real quick, I got a little bit more done on the mermaid. I colored blocked in some of the fish and some of the coral, and I think next time we do some type of discussion video, I might pick part of this to actually like finish up. So maybe like the two fish over there can be a whole video and a discussion video in itself, and then same thing with the starfish and stuff like that. So yeah, I got a little bit, not much. I think later tonight I'm going to color block these guys in because they're going to be kind of a bluish green, and I've got quite a decent amount of them in the painting. Anyways, I'm going to get these guys out of the way, put them somewhere safe to dry, and then we're going to start on some clay. Okay, so I did get a little bit of clay work done on this. This is going to be a polar bear, and I got the head done. I'll show that off to you guys. Nothing too fancy. Again, most of it's going to get furred. This time around I am adding some texture around the eyes. That way when I do fur it, I can maybe have it blend better. So I'm trying that out. And then I have all the little feet and stuff. And I'm basically going to be working on making the paw pads for these. And the tops are going to be covered in fur, so I'll make a shape, but I won't really add any detail to it. Okay, so with these, I'm going to kind of do them a little differently, because the detail is mainly going to be underneath instead of on top. I think I'm going to do the tops of the feet first. So yeah, this will be a little different. So I'm just going to kind of get the basic shape for this. I'm not going to add a ton of detail to the top. I am going to add a little bit of shape, but not much. Something like that. I'm not really concerned about hiding any of the seams too much, because you're really not going to see it, because the top of the foot I am going to fur. I'm going to add some detail and texture to the bottom, but not really anything to the top, other than like making a few indents for the toes. I'm not even sure if this will really show through on the fur fabric, but I like doing it just to add a tiny bit more detail. At least when you touch the foot, you should be able to kind of feel the toes. Okay, that's what I have done for the bottoms. Those look pretty good. They're a little cartoonsy. I need to get a little bit better at the paw pads to make them look more realistic, but they'll work for what I need them to. Okay, so I'm gonna get these. I've got all 4 of them actually done. The ones are over here. And I'm gonna put these in the oven real quick. Okay, so I got those baking, and while those are baking, I'm going to get everything cleaned up, and then I need to get things ready for filming. Basically, I want to do a Fusion Art Doll Challenge video, and then I also want to do a scrap challenge. So I want to make sure all my scrap fabric is ready, and then I have things to draw for on the Fusion doll. So I'm going to make sure I have all that together. Okay, so here is my scrap fabric, and I just kind of want to make sure that I have decent variation of colors and stuff. So if there's kind of too many browns or anything, I'll take some out. Or if I'm kind of low on a fabric that I still have currently out of the scrap fabric pile, I'll throw it in there so we can have some more different colors. Let's see what we have. I know there's a lot of browns currently. I might end up taking some of that out. Yeah, I think I just need to shuffle everything around. Oh, this one would be fun to get. That could be a challenge. I have a little bit of fake leather in there I could grab from. It looks like all the colors are at the bottom. So yeah, I think I'm just going to take everything out and kind of shuffle it around to make sure that everything's kind of evenly distributed, so not all the browns are in one spot, not all the fancy colors are at the bottom. Got a lot of weird ones at the bottom. I haven't used certain colors, I guess, in a while. Oh god, this looks horrible. Oh my god. Oh, there's so much. And this is just scrap. I'm so glad I don't throw this away, because, like, these work for small pieces. I just can't use them for, like, larger pieces, so they take up too much space keeping all organized with the other stuff. Oh, this doesn't need to be in here. This is batting. Okay, that looks a little bit more mixed up. A little bit more weirdly shaped as well. Kinda got a growth there, buddy. Squish you back into place. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is get ready for the Fusion Challenge. So I've got all the other things that I currently used for the last 2 Fusion Challenges, just to see what I have still in the cup. I mean, I've got cat, mouse, fish, snake, lizard, bat, horse, rabbit, bird, lion, wolf, fox, and goat, which is pretty good, but I'm debating on adding more to it just to make it a bit more interesting. But also I picked all of these because some of them are kind of easy if you fuse them together. So say we did like a rabbit and a bird, I could just give a rabbit wings or something like that. Same with most things. Like if I got bat and lizard, I could kind of make like a weird dragon thing. But there's also a bunch of weird combinations that really would be challenging, like one that definitely wouldn't really work out would be wolf and fox, or like lion and fox or something like that. So yeah, I don't know, I need to think of a few different creatures to add to it, or possibly even take some away because we have used them. Like, what was it? I think rabbit and cat was the cabot, and then we had wolf and bird. So maybe I could replace these with something. So I need like 4 things. Also need to make sure that these are all the same size. If you're wondering why there's a huge chunk missing out of the paper that I'm using, it's because I spilled something on it and I didn't want to waste all the other parts of the paper. So I was like, oh, I'll just cut it out of the giant pile of paper. Trying to save on the trees. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's replace those ones with something. I can replace bird with, like, duck. That would be slightly different. It's still a bird, but it would be a little bit different than just a bird. It would also make it a little bit more difficult because then I couldn't pick any kind of bird. I'd have to pick a type of duck, which is a more defined type of bird. You know, I should throw a really hard one in there and have like giraffe. No, I'm not double checking how to spell giraffe. Oh, you know what? I don't have bear. That would be a good and simple one. You know what? I don't have any insects or arachnids. How about I throw in spider for fun? I know how to spell that one. Okay, I think that'll be pretty good. Yeah, that'll change things up quite a bit with the drawing. I'm gonna get these cut out and added to the cup, and then I'll have to go and start getting ready for recordings. Okay guys, so it's getting kind of late. I need to get those things recorded so I have something to do tomorrow, so I think I'm going to call today's vlog good. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!